set my world on fire. I'm going up when we slow down. The summer high. Feel the heart breathe loud in the state of mind.
I've been dreaming of bringing you all together like this for a long time. And work was always so busy or something else was going on in my life. But I've stood in this room hundreds of times right there in front of that screen and done a presentation about Anderson University for prospective students. And I've done that now for, 20 years. I retired from that last year, so I don't do presentations about AU anymore. But I do find it so amazing to just stand here today and go, nobody really on this campus knows who Coach Bryant is. They have no idea that I ever did what you all did alongside me. Coaching.
You never ran up that hill with us.
No, but I supported you.
658, 659.
You set my world on fire. I'm going up when we slow down. The summer high. Feel the heart breathe loud in the state of mind. You set my world on fire.
Who won? Be careful with your score. The best team. Bryant. You got the prize. Man, that's crazy.
Hit line drive.
Before she ever threw a softball, she always had to have two.
Yes, and nobody did it.
Well, again, I have nothing specific to say, except it's really neat for me now as I sit here in 2024. The last time I was Coach Bryant was 24 years ago. And to know that retirement is just around the corner. And the one thing I would say to Callie on occasion is, the one thing I want to do before I retire is to have my players back together. I mean, just means a lot.
Cute. Yes. Let's try this and put
And not so much because I wanted to see you again, but because I wanted y'all to see each other again, and for the connections that you make. And I know some of you never played with somebody else. There's still a sweet softball family here. I think there's just one player, Dana, that's from the 80s. Is there anyone else in here that's from the 80s?
I feel like
Right. Well, what I'm saying is I coached the season of 85, 86, 87, and then I said, okay, I've done that, I'm good, I'm moving on to do other work. And then I came back in 1991 and coached 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, which is the season many of you know. But as I was looking back through all of these scrapbooks and pictures, and I spent hours last night thumbing through pictures trying to find stuff that you all might enjoy looking at today, I thought to myself, you know, this team, 85, 86, 87, is who I cut my teeth on, so to speak. I didn't have more than a goose what I was doing. And when they said, hey, little, 20-something-year-old Pam Bryant, will you come help us get this softball program started? I was like, I don't even know how to play fast pitch softball. Well, the rest is history, and for 3 years we had a reasonably good run, a lot of success, and I think I felt like I needed to just stop there. And so when I came back in 91, I will say to those of you that were part of those teams, I was allowed to cut my teeth and learn a lot of things from that group that dealt with a lot of ups and downs that Coach Bryant half the time didn't know what she was doing. And then some of you know the story that as I retired in 95, as Callie was going to be born in August, I was called back out of retirement in 2000, and there's a number of girls here from that 1 year that I came back out of retirement and tried to keep the program afloat while Bobby Bevel, many of you know that name, who was the athletic director at the time, tried to hire a new coach. And I just look back on all of this so fondly. I know there's some memories you have I don't, and some I have that you don't, because we were all looking at it through our own lens and enjoying it, experiencing it, hating it. I gotta say, I made this comment earlier, I don't think you heard me, but it's like, I know that you said a lot of really ugly things about me as you ran scoreboard hill, and now you do this because you want to. You're running marathons? Amazing. And, I can remember fondly 50 push-ups for saying a bad word. I can remember the rest of the team running if you were late.
That's me. That's me. Thank you, team. Thank you for running for me every time I was late. You had to run double, by the way.
I remember when we moved to wearing black cleats and you had to polish your cleats before every game. And it blows my mind nowadays to watch teams who don't all wear the same shoes because, hey, aren't you all supposed to wear the same shoes? So I have so many incredible memories, and I don't really have anything philosophical here to share. But I go back to the fact that nowadays I'm Ms. Pam, Ms. Ross. That's who people know me as. And if you aren't aware, and I share this because it has been a meaningful year and a half, last year I was asked to be the graduation speaker here at Anderson University. And I had the privilege for 12 minutes to speak over the graduating class of 2023. And that was really special. That's like, okay, there's the cherry on top, right? That's great. That's a good way to finish. And then Dr. Whitaker, our current president, then named the walkway after me. And if you haven't had the privilege, I say this with all the humility I can, but I am so proud of the fact that I was very intentional that it was Pam Bryant Ross. Because when that was all decided and I was addressed and given this beautiful thing, I didn't want any of you to show up on campus 20 years from now and not know it was Coach Bryant. Because you don't know Pam Ross, right? Who is Pam Ross? And so it has just been incredible. Then on top of that, to have my first grandbaby born in September, August 28th, she was due in September, came August 28th, and to feel the deep abiding love that you think you love your children, and then here comes a grandkid along, and it's like, wow. So I just say all this to say, as I go into, I just celebrated a 41-year work anniversary here. Next year is 42 on March 1, and I feel like 42 is a good place to finish. And I say that in part because as I shared this with Callie, and I don't know that Brandy knows this, I can't remember everybody's number, but I remember she was 2'4". because I wore 2-4 my entire collegiate career. And so how about I finish at 42 years because it's 2-4 backwards. And so anyway, it really is sweet to share this time with you all today, to have you all here. I've received a lot of sweet texts from people who couldn't be here today and regret they can't. But thank you, Callie, for all this.
One call.
I really appreciate everything that you do.
I would run into a battle for you blind.
Aw.